on calling.
BJP President Amit Shahs writes to the Law Commission batting for simultaneous elections, pushing for one nation, one poll. Shah argues that due to elections in states throughout the year, development work gets affected. Lynching is a serious crime and it will not go unpunished, says none other than the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Speaking exclusively to the Times Network, Prime Minister also hits out at the opposition for politicizing a Supreme Court monitored censorship test in Assam. The bitter feud in the DMK family is out in the open after staking claims to his father Karunanidhi's elder son M.K. claims that he has the support of the party cadre even as the party looks to elevate M.K. Stalin as the president. The government gives a go-ahead to CBI to prosecute Usha Ananthasubramaniam. The former PNB CEO has been named in the CBI charge sheet of the 14,000 crore rupee fraud involving Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi. She has been accused of not taking any action despite being aware of the fraudulent transactions. Inflation cools off for the month of July, driven by cheaper food prices. CPI for the month of July dips to 4.17% as against 5% in the month of June. The Indian rupee ends at an all-time low of 69.91 against the dollar as the sell-off in the Turkish lira hits emerging market currencies. The lira has lost a third of its value against the dollar in the last week as investors have grown anxious about the country's financial health and its diplomatic row with the US. Pune is India's most livable city and Rampur in Uttar Pradesh is the least. Maharashtra figures high in the government's first ever attempt to rank Indian cities based on the ease of living. Mumbai and Navi Mumbai make it to the top 3, while Delhi comes at a meager 65. 10-time parliamentarian and former Lok Sabha Speaker Somnath Chatterjee passes away at the age of 89. He was suffering from kidney-related ailments and was put on life support on Sunday after he suffered a heart attack. Good evening and welcome. You're watching India Now with me, Ruchi Bhatia. Straight up to all the political stories then, and pushing for one nation, one election. BJP Chief Amit Shah today has written a letter to the Law Commission explaining the disadvantages of separate polls. Shah in his letter has highlighted the fact that elections throughout the year drains the state's resources and affects the development work across the nation. Shah also said the simultaneous polls will lead to cutting down on electoral expenditure. Quoted figures of the amount being spent on by the government in the Lok Sabha elections and also suggested that regular discourse is required and all parties should come together on this matter. Alright, shifting focus then let's get you the man of the moment, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In fact, he spoke exclusively to Times Now and some serious comments coming in as far as lynching is concerned. Lynching is a serious crime and it will not go unpunished. Those are the words coming in from none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi, speaking exclusively to the Times Network, also hitting out at the opposition for politicizing the Supreme Court monitored censorship test in Assam. The Prime Minister said that NRC exercise is being done in the nation's interest and politics cannot derail it. This was, of course, an email interview to the Times of India where the Prime Minister said that the BJP is confident of winning the 2019 general elections with even bigger numbers than 2014. Unfazed by the opposition's unity, Prime Minister says that the Mahagathbandhan is a mirage and has totally failed as an idea. The Prime Minister said the people want a decisive government that delivers maximum governance. Alright, let's shift focus then and go on to Tamil Nadu, where just a week after the DMK patriarch Karunanidhi passed away, seems like there is a succession war that has broken out in the family, as Karunanidhi's elder son and expelled DMK leader MK Alagiri has shot a veiled warning to his brother Stalin, paying homage to his father at Marina Beach. Alagiri said that Stalin is only a working chief of the party in spirit. Alagiri also claimed that he has the support of all the Karunanidhi loyalists, adding that Stalin does not want him in the party. Alagiri said that the current leaders will destroy the party. This comes just a day ahead of the crucial DMK meet, where Stalin is expected to officially take charge as the party president.
அது என்ன ஆதங்கன்றது இப்ப தெரியாது உங்களுக்கு. என்னுடைய தலைவர் கலைஞருடைய உண்மையான விசுவாசமுள்ள உடன்பிறப்புகள்லாம் என் பக்கம் தான் இருக்காங்க. தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள அத்தனை விசுவாசிகளும் என்னுடைய பக்கம் இருக்கிறார்கள், என்னை ஆதரித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். ஆகவே இதற்கு காலம் பின்னால் பதில் சொல்லும் என்பதை இப்போது நான் இதோடு முடித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
Well, here's what occurred today at Anna Memorial. Alagiri goes to his father's resting place and tells two important things. The first one, that the followers, the ardent, true loyalists of DMK and his father are with him. And the second point is that he wants to express remorse about the way the party is being led. Not about the family, but the party, the way it's being led. And then he stated, asked everyone to wait for 2-3 days. This being very crucial because tomorrow we have the first executive committee meeting after the death of DMK chief Karunanidhi. But Stalin earlier said that this meeting is only to express condolence over the party chief's death. But inadvertently there are various questions also raising, and as the way Alagiri has brought out this allegation right now that he has remorse over the way the party is being handled right now or led, that definitely means that there is a rift between the brothers, and we are going to see a war for ascension very soon.
All right, Pramod, many thanks for getting in all those details. We quickly get you the breaking story at the bottom of your screen right now. A SEBI panel has submitted a report on enforcement and settlement mechanism, and they've sought feedback on the report by September 1st. Let me take it across to my colleague Vijay Ganesha Nair for more details. Vijay, this settlement mechanism has been, one of the key issues that market regulator SEBI has been looking at. What are you picking up? What are the key recommendations that have been made in this panel report?
We need to understand that the review of enforcement and settlement mechanisms is something the law goes back to when originally the SEBI laws were enacted by the parliament, and of course subsequently a lot of amendments happened. So now this time it was a comprehensive review of the whole chapter when it comes to the whole of enforcement and settlement mechanisms. This was headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. This 211 pages report has now been submitted by this committee to market regulator SEBI, which has been made public. Clearly the 3 to 4 main key takeaways, if quickly after we went through a glance in this report, include one. Clearly they say the whole definition of settlement has to be changed. The current regulations and the whole definition pertaining to enforcement and settlement needs to be withdrawn once SEBI puts in place the new definitions. Also, it goes on to say the whole procedure under which a settlement can be considered. We all know currently 60 days is the period when SEBI files or SEBI comes out with an adjudication order. There is a 60 days time period where the applicant can file for a consent and settlement mechanism. Now this new recommendation also says that if it's going to be after a period of 60 days, still it could be considered, but clearly 25% settlement amount would get increased on a per annum basis if it is filed after the 60 days time period. On the other hand, also the high power advisory committee, which is the first level which goes and vets through any of the consent filed by any of the respective applicant, has also been given the powers that even if someone withdraws and then once again gives and submits a settlement proposal, the HPAC can consider that, but once again the fine or the penalty settlement amount would get enhanced by 50%. And also they have said that what can be the composition of the high powered advisory committee, which can have say 2 members from the judiciary forum, retired Supreme or High Court judge, and of course 3 expert market panels. Also the whole aspect is being dedicated to how they say the Competition Commission of India's laws could be looked through, and similar could be put in place when it comes to the settlement mechanism by market regulator SEBI. Indeed, this is a comprehensive reform and comprehensive report that has been submitted, which would indeed change the way whole process of settlement is looked through. We'll have to wait and see. September 1st is the deadline where feedback can be given, but indeed an important report with market regulator SEBI will consider going forward.
All right, Vijay Ganeshan, I agree in all those details. Vijay, many thanks. And now it's, of course, up to the market regulator SEBI. They will be considering this report very closely, and this is coming on the heels of various settlement issues that are being raised across exchanges. And we've also seen how the market regulator is also looking into the co-location scam. That there also we saw how settlement issues had cropped up. We go back to some more national stories then, and this may just come in as a big setback for the Aam Aadmi Party, as the Delhi police has filed a charge sheet against Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and his deputy Manish Sisodia in the Delhi Chief Secretary Anshu Prakash assault case. Besides Kejriwal, 11 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs have also been named in the charge sheet. All 13 people have been named as an accused in the case. The final report was filed before the additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate, who put up the matter for consideration on August 25th. Meanwhile, 5 Delhi ministers issued a joint statement today terming the charge sheet as bogus and claimed that it was filed with political motives. And seems like there is a war that has erupted on the shifting of the aero show, which so far had always been happening for very many years in Karnataka and has now been shifted to Uttar Pradesh. And now Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy seems miffed over the reports mentioning that Centre has taken a decision to shift the 22nd Aero India show from Bengaluru to Lucknow this year. HDK believes that the shift of venue is politically motivated and taken in cognizance of the upcoming 2019 elections, as UP holds more number of seats when it comes to members of the parliament. Karnataka has also asked the centre to clarify its stand on the issue. Our
BJP friends in Karnataka, they have to answer for this question. Requested Defence Minister when she visited Bangalore. I requested her. Bangalore city is the proper place to conduct air show because all infrastructure is there. For that I requested Defence Minister already. Even after my request, I don't know why the central government making this kind of unnecessary decision. Let us see what will going to happen. You please. This is whether it is vindictive politics or to help Lucknow leaders to fight against other parties. You check up with BJP friends.
All right, Karnataka has been dumped. Is Lucknow the new choice? Let me take it across to Rahul Dayama for more details. Rahul, this has become a political hot potato, and HDK has decided to speak up on the matter. Every year we have been seeing how you've been covering the aero show, how from across various places people land in Karnataka for that very special show, and now for the first time we are seeing how UP could be hosting this very coveted event. What is the reason that the center is giving? And now that HDK is miffed, what really is going to be the way forward?
Ruchi, that's right. And let's understand that the Aero India show is a massive event. Last time when we covered it, 55 countries participated, over 2 lakh business visitors, a lot of business takes place. So it's really the time that the who's who of the defense sector really land in Bangalore. The reason we're looking to really shift this to Lucknow is even Raksha Mantri Nirmala Sitharaman had indicated a few weeks back that several states have requested the ministry to look at an option to host it at other cities. But the question really being asked is, when an event of this magnitude has been successfully held in Bangalore for over 22 years now, it's an event that takes place every 2 years. There are reports that it could also be preponed. A lot of defense companies from around the world who come by sort of prefer Bangalore because it's easier to commute, the infrastructure is all set. With Kumaraswamy having really raked the issue, he also asked BJP leaders to step in on the matter. We have seen BJP State President Yediyurappa say that they will ensure that Aero India is not moved out of Karnataka. Union Minister Anant Kumar has indicated that Lucknow does not have the infrastructure. Even I'm understanding, Sadananda Gowda, another Union Minister from Karnataka, has made it clear that they'll do all they can to retain it. So we'll have to wait and see. For now, even BJP leaders from Karnataka are battling for the show to remain here in the state itself. Interestingly, Nirmala Sitharaman, a Rajya Sabha member, was elected from Karnataka. That's why a lot of Kannadigas really have high hopes from her. So no valid reason for now, but we are understanding a final decision on the matter will be taken very soon in the coming days.
All right, Rahul, many thanks for getting in all those details. Shifting focus from Karnataka on to Pune, which has been ranked as the first in the long list of Ease of Living Index. That's a survey that has been conducted by the Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation Ministry, where 111 places and cities were put in that index, while Navi Mumbai, Greater Mumbai, Tirupati and Chandigarh complete the top 5 pack. The National Capital Region has slipped to the 65th in the long list. Let me take it across to Parisha Tyagi, who had, of course, attended that press conference. Parisha, give us more details, and what was the rationale behind coming up with the list of most livable cities?
While assessing the ease of living conditions in urban India, the government took into account several factors such as physical, sociological, environmental, economical, and looked at several small amenities such as water supply, sewage system, public spaces, employment, and even safety and security. Pune, as we told you earlier, emerged as the biggest winner with the top spot, and Navi Mumbai and Greater Mumbai secured second and third position. Delhi, the capital city, however, came as a disappointment as it only managed 65th position. However, the worst performer was Patna, the capital of Bihar, which could manage only 109th position out of 111 cities. The ease of living indices is also important as it is attached to country's sustainable development goals. The government officials, after releasing the report, told us that they see this evaluation as a basis for cities to look up to their performance and evaluate what went wrong, and came up with better rankings and better performances next time.
If you look at the top 10 cities, okay, you have Chandigarh there, okay, you have Raipur there, you have Indore there, you have Bhopal there. So I don't think this analysis lends itself to a geographical north-south categorization. This is based, as I said earlier, on 4 pillars, namely institutional, social, economic, and physical.
Delhi is ranked at 65th number.
New Delhi is ranked at 65th, yes. And I don't want to comment on that. I'm a very proud Delhiite. I was born and brought up here. This is my city. If there are
Delhi to have better rankings next time around. If we take a short break here, coming up on the other side, we tell you why the rupee slipped to 69.91 against the dollar on the other side. Stay tuned.
In association with KIC Metallics Limited, where vision takes shape. India's meteoric rise is